Rise. Judge Vunda B. Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1030, Armstrong case.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mrs. Armstrong.
Yes, Ms. Judge.
Okay, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Miss Tally over here, we decided to have a baby together about 3 years ago. And we got a divorce. And now I just need her to pay some child support.
Okay. Well, you guys are going through a divorce, right?
Well, yeah, sorry, we're going through a divorce. I wish it was over already. But I have been paying health care for a long time, ever since the baby was born.
How much is the health care?
It's $111 a month.
Okay.
This baby is 2 years old. We've been together for about 3 years, and I just, that's a lot of money.
Okay, and you want her to pay child support?
And I need that money.
Okay, she needs that money. You don't want to pay that money?
No, ma'am. Instead, I want to spend time with this child. She's not allowing me to see my son, Alex.
All right, buckle up. This case is about to get messy. We're diving into a heated courtroom showdown over child support, custody, and, wait for it, denied parental access. Mrs. Armstrong is demanding financial support, but Miss Tally claims she hasn't even been allowed to see her own child in over a year, and here's where it really gets wild. The judge is not having it. Stick around, because this case takes a sharp turn. And trust me, you won't believe how it ends.
Last year and a half.
Okay.
I mean, I have an amazing 2-year-old son that I'm being denied access to see. And I do not believe that I should be paying child support. Rather than I should be able to spend time with my son and actively be in his life.
Okay. Is there a reason you have not been allowing her to see Alex?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a reason for that?
Well, Judge, I feel like time is not money. And,
Well, stop. Hold on. It's not money. But you would agree with me that she is the mother, right?
Yes.
Okay. And would you want for her to deny you access to Alex?
Well, it would be different.
It's a yes or no?
No.
Okay, then. So, you do not have a reason to not allow her to see her son.
But she doesn't help me take care of my son.
Now, financially, we'll get to that in a moment. She's not going to have a choice if the child is living with you primarily. Is that what's
Correct.
going on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how often do you allow her to see him at all?
No.
Okay. Now that's going to change today. You do not have any authority to do that. You do not have it both ways. You can't say, I want her to pay this money, but at the same time, I don't want her to see.
Hold on. Miss Tally says it's been a year and a half since she's seen her son. In family court, that's a massive red flag. Let's get something straight. Legally, child support and custody are separate issues. You can't deny a parent access to their child just because they haven't paid support. The judge is already picking up on the bad vibes. And yeah, this is about to go sideways real fast. The judge shut that logic down hard, and rightfully so. The court's focus is always on the child's best interest, which means both parents should be involved. No paywall required.
It doesn't work like that.
Well, once she starts paying me some money, then she can also start seeing the son.
Well, they don't go together. Okay. But the possession to a child has nothing to do with paying child support. You do not decide that. You understand? Okay, because in a different court, you could actually be held in contempt for that if you all had a court order and you were denying her access to your son. You understand that, right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Now, as for you, you'll be able to see your son, but you do understand that you have to pay child support as well.
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you do not have any objection to paying
No,
child
ma'am.
support. Okay, so you heard that, right? Okay, all right. So it seems like money is what's important to you, not necessarily her having a relationship with the child. That's right?
Yes.
And that's sad. And it's very sad that you admitted it. Okay, so you turned in some tax returns up here. I have your gross at $6,000 a year. And how many children? It's just Alex, right?
It's just one, yes, ma'am.
Do you have any other children outside of Alex?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So that brings your net down to $4,789.79 for one child.
And now, let's talk numbers. Miss Tally's child support has been calculated based on her income, $1,069 per month, including healthcare reimbursement. Does she like it? Nope. Does she have a choice? Also nope, family law doesn't operate on feelings, it runs on fairness. And considering she's been completely cut off from her child, this ruling is just the beginning of a much-needed reality check.
And you do have to reimburse her health insurance because she's been paying it. You're okay with that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you don't really have a choice, so, okay. Plus the 111 comes out to $1,069 a month.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right, do you have any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any questions about that?
No, ma'am, it's Judge.
Okay, why do you have this smirk on your face?
Oh, I like those numbers. Judge Rhonda. Judge Rhonda.
Sad. She's not going to have to come back in here and say, you know, she's not letting me see my child or anything like that, is she?
So when she sees the child,
That
do I
mean-
have
that's
to
a
be
no.
around?
That's a no, because you're not going to do that, right? You're going to let her see the child.
Do I
Yeah.
have to be around her when she comes? She has to come pick the child up, like for a weekend.
Yeah, however she picks him up. I mean, you guys have a child, so you should be able to be cordial with each other to some extent. You don't have to necessarily like each other, but
It has
you
to
do
be
need
able
to
to
let her
benefit
see.
the child.
Huh?
It has to be able to benefit the child. I mean, you have to look at Alex's best interest in his life. He needs both of his moms. It's like you can't just deny one.
Now this is rich. Mrs. Armstrong actually asked the judge, what's the minimum amount of time I have to let her see our son? Seriously? Co-parenting isn't some negotiation tactic. The judge made it crystal clear, you do not get to hold a child hostage over money, and that smirk on Mrs. Armstrong's face? Yeah, that attitude is about to cost her big time if she doesn't start following the law.
The
I agree
least
with that.
of amount of time that I can let her spend with my child.
You know what? We're not going to go there. You're going to let her see him, and that's the end of it. You have your money, right?
Yes.
Okay then. So do you have any other questions? All right. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
In the end, the judge shut down every argument, ruled on child support, and, most importantly, guaranteed Miss Tally gets to see her son. This case is a textbook example of why courts separate child support from parental access. Because at the end of the day, it's not about personal grudges, it's about what's best for the child. So, what do you think? Was this ruling fair? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you love breaking down courtroom drama like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We've got plenty more cases coming your way.